The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman on this Tuesday, the 25th of November. This is going to be very interesting because the Dow is up 126. Yesterday, the Dow was a little weaker than the others. The NASDAQ stocks were really strong. Now today, they're very weak. This is a very mixed market, but let me just do this. And let me talk about this. I'll start over fresh. Here we go. I'll give you all the numbers, but at the moment, I want to show you this chart right here. Let me get it back to the Dow chart. IND, $IND, $INDU. And let's go one step at a time. So I believe that we made on Thursday, we made an internal low. Had a good spike up on Friday and a follow through yesterday. So within that context, there are two patterns that are really important. One is that no matter what, certainly for the Dow, I'm done with that because internal low means that there should be a residual low. It could arch over, make another low, either above this internal low, right on, or below, as it does other times. Look, back in June, July, August, I think it was, made an internal low and then arched over and did the dreaded H and came back and made a residual low, and that was lower. Back in August, the 1st, I think it was, went to an internal low and a higher residual low. In October, we went to an internal low and a residual low that was higher. So I'm anticipating this. This is the one we're going to monitor very closely. The day is young. Let's get back to the story now. So in this particular instance, you've got an internal low at 45,452 you had the low that was made for the major move up in October to the peak D in November the 12th at 48,431, and then you came tumbling down. But you did not take out that left side low. You stopped it at 45,728 on Thursday. Friday's action. No, that's not right. Am I missing a bar? Wait a minute. Oh, of course, that's right. On the 20th of November, which was Thursday. Yep, I'm correct. There was a lower low. Friday was a higher high. But why am I missing a day? Look, there's Friday. There's Monday. Where's our Tuesday action? That was yesterday. I don't want to get confused here. Let me just do it. Maybe the diamond's a little bit better. No, it's the same thing. Okay. So within this context, what I am saying is that we've made an internal low and we've rallied up. And if we start to arch over at this gray peak A, this will be the A right here. That won't fail because it made a lower low. Then what we're looking at is an H pattern. And that we're waiting for the residual low. There doesn't have to be. Every once in a while, like every once a year or so, you just make a V-shaped low and you skyrocket to the upside. I don't think we can do that with the SMH's week and the QQQ's week. So I just wanted to get that out the way. We did go long yesterday morning before the opening. We'll see what happens. All right. So within this context, so we're added to our long position. Let's put it that way. That was the one in April. Now let's go to the S&P, SPX. So in other words, I'm considering that we've made a low. I don't know yet whether it's the low. Okay, it's just as simple as that. A2, that's lost days on their charts. But that's E-Trade. What am I missing here? This was the Friday candle. Oh, that's 20th. The 21st, I forgot that the 21st, we actually made a lower low, and then we ran it. Of course, we were short, and we got out of the shorts with a profit, and now we waited, and then we switched, and now we long. Okay, I don't know if while I was talking, this smoothed out and got corrected, but if the Dow today can make a higher high above, no, this is the S&P, above 67.15. That'll be very good. So far, S&P is doing okay. It's down 5.5, down 6, down 7. Ooh, slipping, huh? At 66.95, but it has attempted a nice turnaround. The histogram in the MACD is improving. Retro strength is improving. Stochastic is still very, very weak at 27%. It has turned up. On balance volume is much better. And the 9-period moving average has a long way to go. So this is a work in progress. That's why I don't think at this particular point I can call it a V-shaped turnaround. Okay, got that out the way. And the weekly chart, I think I showed a little bit better on the SPY. The weekly chart, look at that. It got to the Chapman Wave inside track repellent zone with the doji candle right there, end of October. I think it was the beginning of on the 29th of October, and it's had weaker candles with lower lows and lower highs. So I'm watching this very closely. It's leg beat to the downside of the weekly chart, but the 688.70 level in the SPY is still, and I have a target that goes to the December. Wow, I can't believe that this still is in play. Just in terms of this green line here is a time sequence that I'm using. I haven't mentioned it before because I like to have things unfold in sequence. Now I can talk about it because we've already had some kind of a pullback, and now we're attempting a rally. So I can say this is not the height. This has got nothing to do with height. But what it is saying is that in the month of December, the high of 689.70, that's the all-time high for the SPY. If that's taken out, and we've got that's going to be interesting. So we've only got a few days left for November to make this not a peak A, but a leg A. Okay, let me clarify it. If the SPY is able to go to 689.71 by Friday, because Friday is the last trading day of the month, then we've gone to a leg A continuation pattern in the monthly chart, just as we've done in the Dow, but so far we haven't. If it does, it makes it a peak A. Oh, that was a long way to say that. I'm sorry it took so much time. Let me just quickly go to the Q&A. There's a lot to do, so let me go quickly. QQQ, very weak today. Trying to come back, but it's still down almost 4 at 601.30. To get the MACD positive, the stochastic only at 25%, to get the relative strength, which is trying to rally, to get the 9-period exponential moving average to turn green, this is a work in progress. It's not going to be just a few days into Friday unless we have a spectacular move up in the next few days. To me, this is a work in progress. All I can say is that by December, the first or second week of December, let me just go to that. So that starts on Monday the 1st, right? And then we're going to go, let's say the week of the 8th. If by the week of the 8th, we've got into the top part of this ugly candle from Thursday, and we can get into the 609.25 area. Ooh, that's a long way to go. 609.25. That'll be very positive. I do not want to see today's low of 597.32 taken out. Let me just do this quickly because it's so important. The IWM is showing good strength. It's up to at 241.91. This is a little different. Oh, it's worth talking about. When I get back, we'll talk about the Russell 2000, the IWM. Basil Chapman, Tiger Conditions Hour. Dow's up 117. S&P's down 14. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, we're back, and let me just do a couple of things here. So I wanted to show you something with the IWM. Now I considered going along the IWM for subscribers. I wanted to wait today. I love the candle from yesterday. I love the candle from today. And that just tells me that I need to just quickly look at the TLT, which is the bonds. I mentioned them earlier. Bonds are up 43 cents at 90.44. That implies that the TBT, the mirror image, is coming down from that peak E top in the 34s, is now at 32.93. 3.293 is the percentage coming down very nicely. I like that. And I think that that's a reason why the IWM, right in this particular phase at this moment, is improving technically, because that was a very serious, I mean, it went from 250, down to 220, was that 750? 220, 228.90. 228.90. So that's, that's already 10, 11% decline. And now you've come back very nicely to help that weekly chart. I like this. And it's really important. People ask me, a lot of time, I get this from just acquaintances, friends. What's going on? Is there going to be a crash? And my answer always, for quite some time now, I'm talking about years, is that as long as there's a rotation into other areas, because the crashes occur when almost 92 to 94% of stocks go down simultaneously. Whoosh, they tank, right? And then it gets exacerbated by other factors and bad news, dark news, cloud cover just engulfs everything. But as long as there's a rotation into other areas, for instance, in the den, I'll come back to IWM. Who said it? Duncan says, non-tech Ford, F is a symbol, goes again for great one-day percentage gain. And I agree. I mean, look at this. Here's Ford. It's doing very nicely. We happen to be long General Motors. Look at that nice move today. at 72.37. It's up $1.37, up almost 2%. There is a diverse, yes, but definitely there's a bifurcated market. There is a market of stocks that were in the, can I say in the doghouse? Yeah, they're in the doghouse right up until April and have just come alive. I'm putting Triple M in that category as well. Look at this, Triple M up today again, getting close to a multi-year high. I like this. So this is very important. Let's go back to the IWM. I think we're seeing the same thing. And that's the reason why I'm a little hesitant in calling this the low that was made at the end of last week the low. I think it is in some cases for a pretty decent percentage gain, maybe in something like an IWM, but in the Dow, the S&P, the Russell, in the QQQ, NASDAQ, I think it's a work in progress. I think we need to see much more. So we added to one of our positions that we haven't been in for a long time. We added to it and had a really good percentage gain yesterday, and it's given a chunk of that back today. In fact, we were stopped out of this particular position, one part for a little bit of a gain, one part for a little bit of a loss, I believe. I need to check that out. But yeah, this is not easy. I don't think this particular phase right at this moment is going to be easy. Now, a couple of things that I also wanted to talk about. I haven't spoken about it today. Let me finish with the IWM. If the IWM by Friday's close on a monthly basis, look at this candle. This could be a very positive candle. The day's young, the week's young, the month is young. Anything can happen. But if the IWM is able to close, it's at 241 right now. I would have to say I really would like a higher price, but at minimum, if it closes above 241, it's at 241.66 right now. That's very positive. If it closes above 243.50 into the 244s this week, that's really good action. If it gives it back and it hits 238, it's a work in progress. It's going to take a little bit more time to turn around. Now let me go to something else that I wanted to do because I forgot about. I don't know what it is. I have this thing, even though we are still long. This is Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is attempting to find a base. It's 79,630 was the low back in April. Always have to check because this is a continuous contract and the price gets smoothed out. 79,630, yep, was the low that was made back on the week of the 11th of April. And on 3 days ago, we went to 80,750. The MACD in the weekly chart is so heavily negative, and the stochastics at 9%. I can't see anything other than bounces. At some point, you will get the buying, but should I do it now? Yes, I'll do it now. So Tom Lee, I've always respected Tom Lee. He can be wrong occasionally. Mostly he's been right, being a bull. But once he started to be involved in the Bitcoin with his own products and really increased the value incredibly, but kept buying. And now we're looking, I don't know, I can't remember which one it is. I know Granny is one of his. So here's the grayscale Ethereum. Yeah, good candle yesterday, just struggling. Let me just go to Granny. I can't remember. Is this the one that has all sorts of, yeah, Granny is the fund strat. Granny shots, US large cap. Yeah, this just has other things in it. Made a peak E-top right there in the 26s, right on the 29th of October, comes down all the way. That's down to the 22s. That's 4 points. That's a 15%. That's a big move. Yeah. No, I don't remember what I don't have it here. Tom Lee's fund. But I'm just saying that once he lost his focus and he kind of pumped a particular product that he has, I said to myself, gee, you got to be careful here. Something's not right. Well, if you're looking at, let's just use Bitcoin for the moment. Bitcoin has gone from the double top at the 127,750 level back in October the 6th down to 80,750. I'm going to say that that's not a positive thing. I can't turn around and say to you, oh, this is going to 250 in the next year. At this particular point, the way it took out, it hasn't, the month is still on, but look at this monthly candle. This is Chapman Inside Track propellant zone, and it took it out. It's back in it, but just on the border. I'm just watching this closely. We haven't taken our full position off, but I'm watching this very, very closely. All right, let's get back to our story here. The story is, can I look at DAWN? DAWN. Now, dawn is day one of biopharmaceuticals. Okay, so this is trading at 941. It's up 54 cents. Peak A, peak B, peak C in the weekly chart. Monthly chart has made a low. It's really an A to B equals C to D. That's not Chapman wave methodology. That's that lightning bolt pattern in the monthly chart. Now it's doing the A to B equals C to D in the weekly chart, but basically in the Chapman wave, it's a peak B, and now it's at peak C, and it's attempting. So before it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to get to the high. Then it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles to get to the high. I'm watching this closely. I will be back with dawn, which is, what did I say it was? This is day one, biopharmaceuticals. We'll be right back. Wow, some of those pharmaceuticals have just skyrocketed. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Technicians Hour.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, folks. I realize like a number of people have said to me that I posted Monday's. Oh, that is terrible. Monday's opening call instead of Tuesday. So I don't know now whether I should post the Tuesday one because Monday is all done, and I wanted to do. Let me just hit. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm just going to have to let me just. I can't do anything about it now. It's not fair because if I did it now, you'd have really a different newsletter altogether, and there's really been a whole hour of activity. I'm just going to be stuck with the. Let me just see if I made a terrible mistake here. I don't know why I did that. I've started something new. And it's been working very nicely, but I think I befuddled myself. Oh, gosh. Let me just take this. I'm sorry to take time here. So what is the time? So it's going to be a half an hour. Yeah, because I had new things for today. And I had... Yeah, yesterday's is already done. And I don't know if I can do anything other than what's done, because we've already had what would have been trades. I'm just have to leave it. I'll just have to face it. And I actually typed to a couple of people that I don't know what I did. All right, I apologize. We've got our long positions, and they're holding right now. And I can't do anything about the new positions. We'll have a chance to get those new positions, but I'm sorry. So meantime, back at the ranch, we had, what was I doing? You see, I got confused. Dawn. So Dawn is looking as if daily chart. So that's a peak A. Let me just put that in. A, B. Every once in a while, out of the thousands and thousands of newsletters that I've done since I've been here at TFNN since 2022, I just do something dumb. I shouldn't say every once in a while. It's probably more than once in a while, but it's just something so silly. All right, so let me just say 940 up 52 cents at Dawn is, I would just do this. If you're long, I like the fact that the green 9-period moving average held when the price pulled back and it tried to rally. But if you were getting into a new position right now, I would have to say I would rather scale in, because to get this cup formation, you really need to get into the wick of this ugly candle from the 13th. So right today, the high's already been 977 and it's down at 935 right now. So if it can get back to if it can go to 978, break today's high, that's really positive. If you're not in it, I just have to say hold off, because the MACD hasn't turned up. Stochastic's flat at 35%. On-balance volume's quite good. 9-period moving average is great, but I need to see some follow-through with that MACD crossing positive. So I'm just going to say to you, parameters I'm looking at are, if it can go to 978 today or tomorrow, there's a good chance it goes to the top of the wick of this candle of the 13th, which is 1019. Then I can say left side, right side price time match to the high that was made back on the 11th of November, and that would be at 10.90. But it needs to hold, and I think it will, but it needs to hold 893 to 885. It just needs to hold that level, because if it takes it out, today's low is 891. If it goes under today's low, it means it's just stalling. But it's in and up, higher highs and higher lows in the weekly. I like that. I'm just saying, if you're getting in now, if you're already in it and you're holding it, this is good action. Great action would be going back to today's high. Otherwise, it could stall a little bit longer, because that turnaround, although the 9-period moving average really is helping, I don't want to see it to take out today's low, because that's going to stall that green 9-period moving average. So good. Longer term, I think the moment it can go into the right there. The moment it can go into the 11s, it's at 932, and that could take a few weeks. The moment it gets into the 11s, it tackles this ugly candle of the 28th week of the 28th of Feb, had a high of 1257 and a low of 902. That's 3 points. That's 20%. Boosh, just like that. And then it continued down. So yes, I do like it. The monthly chart I can't talk about because it's just a work in progress. It's not looking too great. Okay, next question came in. PLTR. Where did that go? Did I finish? Yes, PLTR is Palantir. One that's on my list, but I just didn't feel comfortable putting it in as a buy over the last couple of days. All I can say is that at 158.54, down 3.67 today. Yeah, this is another one that I call a work in progress. That weekly chart pullback is really strong. If Palantir doesn't get to the 169, 173 area by the second week of December, but instead takes out the low of 3 days ago, 147.56, it's just stuck. But it's in the category that says there's a lot of focus on Palantir. A lot of people want to buy it. It's been very disappointing. This disappointing move from 222 overnight high. Let's just go to the actual trading, which was 207.52 on the 3rd of November with that good news. And then overnight it just tanked 222. The next moment it's down to 180s. But all I can say is that a move from 107 to 147, 60 points, it's going to take a lot for it to get back again. So within that context, and there was a question about Nike. So Nike has a good candle today, and Dan in the Den had looked at the downside, had used options to maneuver for lower lows and lower highs successfully. Then he started to take it off, and now he's starting to look at the upside. Well, because the day is young, but if it can close above the candle high of the 20th of November, NKE is a symbol, trading at 63.89, up $1.96. If it can close above 63.83, no, if it can touch 64.75 in the next 2 days, I would say correct that it is basing, and that kind of goes Nike. I'm going to go put it together with stocks that are also doing the same sort of thing. This is look, he has the same rectangle formation going to lower lows. This is the iShares of the China Large Cap ETF. Nice. Remember we spoke about this bounce? It made a low, I should have typed it in, of 38.12 on the 10th of October. Made a low of, arched all the way over from a peak D, comes down and goes to 38.15, a higher high by a fraction. A higher high by 3 cents. And 4 cents to break down, and now it's at 39.51, up 16 cents. I said this is going back into the rectangle, and that's what it's doing. It needs to get to 39.50 by Friday. Sorry, 40.50.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. an amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Hi folks, we're back. So I just checked. I don't know why. I was just totally in a mess this morning because I thought I'd done something and then I changed it. And then when I finally sent out my newsletter, I ended up sending yesterday as well. Yesterday, of course, we did get very nice positions. I didn't want to change that. The stops have held. I was going to have some new positions today. They would have worked, but I'm fine. We can do it again. This is a work in progress. I don't think this is the kind of takeoff that we've seen other times. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Have I just moved on and forgotten to look at something that somebody said? No, we looked at Nike. We looked at the FXI. I will look at XPEV in a moment. But okay, I want you to just say there's something going on here that's really important. Look at this. This is Alcoa, deep cyclical, up 94 cents at 39.66. And people keep saying to me all the time, what's going on with the economy? What's with the, we've got prices are out of sight. Actually, if you look at prices with the discounts that you can get, I'm finding that this repartee that the media seems to have had over the weekends especially, is just talking about interviewing people about prices. And as they're talking about prices, people would say, but we are finding bargains, or we are this, we are that. And I just think that the media is just pushing this theme. They want this theme of things are ugly. They love it because that's how you sell newspapers. That's how the media, that's how you tune in. I think that's wrong. Look, why would Alcoa be moving so nicely? Why would Ford be moving up? Oh, it's even higher now, 13.19. Why would General Motors? These are deep cyclicals. This is the stuff that the economy has to have going for it. When it finally gets this works, it's usually very positive. So let me just finish up my sentence by saying the positions we started yesterday, I'm very happy with. We're holding them. We added to some, our longer term positions, but I will be adding. I like what I'm seeing here. This is not a bad economy at all. And I just wanted to go to mention this because it's so important. And let me make a note for myself here. I spoke about Alcoa, spoke about Ford, spoke about General Motors. I'm skipping one. And then yesterday I was asked about Cintas. Oh, did I forget to do that? I did. See, just one of those days, there was just so much to do that I forgot. Why is this not working? TFN, go to YouTube. I want to see if there are any YouTube questions. Yes, okay. Wow, how great Google. Okay, so Google's doing well. Yes, absolutely. We'll look at it in a moment. And a question came in. Okay, we'll get to that. So look at this. This is Cintas. So there's different parts of the economy. And Cintas, uniforms, rentals, still not acting well. There's the dreaded H, but it's holding okay. To me, this is very important, but it is a part. Let's put this together with, say, Marriott. Marriott is trading almost at an all-time high. I mean, wow. I mean, are people talking about this at leg D at 305 Marriott? I was just staying at a Marriott 2 weekends ago. Yeah, it's always very nice. 297. So the high that in Marriott, the all-time high was 307.57. We're trading at 305.01. By my calculations, we are less than 3 points away from an all-time high. Come on, something's going on. Look, something going on in the futures. I'm sorry about that I messed up with the newsletter today. I usually, you know that I'm very fussy about it. I try to get it out as efficiently as possible. A, B, C, this is a leg D in the, man, I missed it. I saw it and I just couldn't do anything about it. B, C, I had a nice one earlier on, but then I got out because of the show. All right, let's just do this. This is leg D. Oh, this is a brand new leg. No way. Is this a brand new leg A in the 10-minute chart? I'll talk about it in a moment. I just don't want to get too carried away here. Okay, so let's just get back to our markets. And what we're looking at here is if the... Yeah, could I look at Rigetti? Yes, I will. So this is if... I'll just make it as simple as possible, as I said to the subscribers this morning. If the Dow is over... if it can get rid of any early selling and can actually hold very well into the 130 time frame, it could have a very nice close. And I think that's kind of what we're looking at here. So we got Marriott. Let me just finish this up. C, the D. If the hotels, well, this is Marriott, but generally, if it's doing this well, something I mentioned yesterday, they keep talking about people, how bad it is, and then in the same breath, they say the airlines are mentioning that they could have one of the best years ever. Then they talk about the retail. Then they talk about some of the retail stores could have some of their best years ever. Some of the weak ones will not, but some of the best ones ever. So there's a big conflict here. I do want to talk about one thing that I forgot about. So we got stopped out just by a hair of a position I've loved for so long. We've had great gains. We've even had great gains in this, but that core position just got stopped out. And I didn't realize that earnings were coming up. I would have jumped right back in yesterday. Well, Symbiotic, one of my favorites. And I know some of you have stayed in your position because you know that I've loved the stock. Did go from around number 84 high back in beginning of November to 48.58, almost at the 47.97 200 period exponential moving average 3 sessions ago. 48. Do you know that it's traveling now? It's up 21 at 76.97, up 38%. Oh, I would have loved to say one of our stocks is up 38%. Unfortunately, it's not. I do know some people, quite a number of people have said, we've just stayed with us. We're not doing anything. But that's not the point. The newsletter had it as a stop at 40. We did make money, but stopped out at 50. And now it's trading at 77.01. Ugh. And we had stops all the way going to the top. We took money off. All right, that's the way it is. That's the stock market. I'm over the last few months, I'd say it's more than the whole year, I've been saying to subscribers, we're doing our best to get into positions that are working. I don't know if I want to get into a Starbucks and say, well, there's a good chance that it could come back again. I'm not waiting for things like that. Now, the fact that we did get into General Motors, that's different altogether. Why? Because I think there's a chance, let me show you something. There is a chance that General Motors, if it breaks significantly above this high right here of 72.87, all-time high, because you remember it's a brand new position from the 2008 where it got taken out. reconfigured, let's put it that way. But this weekly candle, after a G, it has to be a different letter. I mean, this could be the start of a decent rally for General Motors as it gets recognized as one of the leaders in this particular phase. And that's the same thing maybe with Ford. So we've got a break coming up. Dow's up 302. S&P's up 3. What an interesting market it is. We missed out. I'm sorry that I sent yesterday's newsletter by mistake.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey. Because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
So I was also about Rigetti Computing Inc. This does full stack quantum computers, provides both hardware and cloud-based access to them for clients in various sectors like enterprise, government, and research. So it had a huge move up. It was a steady move. It walked the 9-period moving average in the weekly chart and then screamed up to the, I think it was 57-ish area. Let me just check. I forgot to type that in. 58.15. I'm looking for round numbers. I didn't see them. The day that it made its high, it also made a round number low of 58.15 with a round number 50 low. I wish I'd seen that. 58.15, 50 round number low. All right. And then it tanks. It comes all the way to 20. Well, that's what is that, the 60% or something decline? I think it's a problem. I think it's going to take a little time. So the question is, I think the question is, would you want to buy it or not? Just on the very short term, if it followed through today with a higher high than yesterday, I'd say yes, but no, it's down at $1.13, 25.44. Put this in the sector of how it tested 20.74 200-period moving average. If it can keep above that for another day or two, then 27 would be my target. 27.98 is the 14-period moving average. But right now, I'd hold off a second. If it took out yesterday's low, then I would start a position as a trade. And that's all right now. This is the weekly chart is an ugly down move, and a single leg A to the downside usually has an immediate sharp move to the upside, and hasn't. So let me just say this. The Dow is up very sharply, and as I said, we did go long yesterday morning in the Dow a little aggressively, but we are long. And I'm sorry, I apologize to subscribers who are listening. I'm staying with that Monday because I can't go to the Tuesday. It's not fair to do that now. I'll have to stay with that. Tomorrow I'll refresh everything. Will be fresh, starting anew with whatever it is that you want to buy. Have a wonderful day. Stay tuned for Steve Rhodes.